And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers get the win, as we say so long from Tampa.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Rams. And his punter, Ethan Evans, gonna send this one away. And here we go from LA. Rasheen Ali on the return. He's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
BC ready?
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. Still going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Now there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Jackson now on 3rd. Buying some time right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
3 and out.
On 4th down, snap to Jackson. Right side and into the hands of Bateman. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, it's too bad that yellow line that we all see on TV isn't actually out on the field because it might have kept him from throwing that one.
You know, and I'm surprised, frankly, we don't see this more. It's just a tremendous spidey sense that these dual-threat quarterbacks have of today.
Yeah.
They're out in the field, they're running around. You know, we don't see this nearly as much as we would have back in my day where we played within the pocket so much more.
The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Play action now for Stafford. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. He hits a wall, stops at a yard. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down. So now then, after the penalty, this is first and goal. Slot man motioned over. Running it after the penalty. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Such a cool picture right there of shock and shed. It's what these D tackles work on in the league. You got to shock that offensive blocker, you got to shed him, and you got to make that tackle for life.
And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. You can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Ali to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Play action now with Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
From the pistol, Henry. And they'll bring him down to put an end to this opening quarter. We're to the end of one. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. Another run for Henry. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
This is Henry on second. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Pistol snap to Jackson. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with a first down yardage. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
First down, Ravens.
Lamar out of the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. We'll have a little, not a lot. Ball to about the 25. Roger McCreary brings him down that time.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
And it's third down.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down. Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this. Jackson's going to go on fourth. That one finds his man, likely. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Raven first down.
From the red zone now. Couldn't find a completion on first down. This one misses the tight end. And it sets up second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Lamar. He completes it in traffic. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. And again, it's Jackson. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens earn the chance to tie before halftime. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Lamar and the Ravens all set for this 2-point try.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try it on the ground. And he gets in. The 2-point try puts them in front by 1. 8-7.
Rams 7.
They come up with a touchdown of their own, and then, I love this, a little one-upping by scoring on the 2-point try to take the lead.
Yeah, you love it because you didn't have to make that call, the coach did. But clearly, they don't want to play from behind. They want to be the one dictating, and now they've got to do it the rest of the way.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Blake Corum. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. Only took them one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing from the pistol, Stafford. No place to go. Ravens take him down. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 34-yard line.
Stafford from the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Complete. It's Atwell. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being forced down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have awareness it's coming, and more importantly, to stop it.
Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
49-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down at the 30. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Not much time left in the half, so the kicking team out on 1st down. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. Mevis able to knock it through. And they've taken back the lead.
Makes the score.
Kid, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Ali to return it. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before the half. Buys time, rolling right. He's going deep down this side. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Corum now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Williams. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Up 2nd and 9.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. That's completed right side. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. That goes for 32 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
For a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Stafford back to throw. Forces that one, and it's in a... Oh, no, lateral, and it's loose. And they get on top of it. Wow, nearly 2 turnovers on the same play, but it'll stay with them after the interception. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's Lamar. Forced out to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And that run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, report! Sit up!
On 2nd down, here's Henry again. And he stops, give him about 7 on the play, and give his offense a 1st and goal.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
Going to the ground again on first. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grab the lead on their first series of the half. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
He's almost there, but no, they stopped him at the last moment. He's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Corum now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Set 59. 250.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47.
First down.
And middle.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st down. Stafford dialing up a receiver screen. Attacking the screen. Look at this defense. Getting him down behind the line.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Rams football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Set. 22. Blue 60. 50.
Here's Stafford. Caught for big yards on the right side. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA! The Rams take a 4th quarter lead. Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Rams push their lead to 3.
Rams 17. Ravens 14.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffled around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Henry. No gain on the play, even after he broke the tackle. Just able to get back to the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
That's got to be so frustrating for them. I mean, you're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw it. Bails out of the pocket quick. Likely's got it right side. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. Nice cut back right, creating some room here. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens jump in front late. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have won. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
17.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Corum now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Set. 10, 10, 180.
Here he is to throw. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
9-yard loss.
Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack.
At the 12-yard
Set.
line.
Hey, 50. Blue 60.
And look to throw it. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Yellow lady.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Just over 40 seconds to play as they line up. 2nd and 10. Setting up to pass. Fits it through the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Nakua, the receiver, in motion right. Back to throw. Screen here for Williams. And they get this down to the 28. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially no timeouts for it. It's first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Stafford. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd and 10, still at the 28.
22. Lady. 32.
It's Stafford once more. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
They'll take over first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
180. Sit on. 180. Nice shot.
They're going to pass it here. Flushed out left. He finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. That's a first down for the Ravens, partner. That should all but do it here. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. All set to go now from the 35. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Escapes the pocket. Now he's throwing deep down that side of the field. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. He's back. Derrick Henry was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again is Lamar. Chased out to his right. Brought in right side. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. So it ends as a win for the Ravens. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused.